Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I've partnered up again with Smithfield to bring you another easy, hassle-free and flavor-packed recipe that you can have ready in under 30 minutes. I'll be making my BLTA pork wraps, and these are just so incredible, packed with so much incredible flavor. And if you don't know what BLTA stands for, it's bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and avocado. And this flavor combination is just absolutely phenomenal. These pork wraps are great for dinner, and then you could wrap up the leftovers for the next day for work or school meals, or even enjoy it for a picnic. And as always, make sure to head on down into that video description box to get a link for Smithfield's giveaway and a link for the full recipe on my blog. And for today's recipe, I'll be using Smithfield's Applewood smoked bacon fresh pork loin filet. And I love that this fresh pork comes perfectly seasoned, so you don't have to do anything to it. You just unpack it, and it even has some bacon bits in the package. And the first thing you'll notice when you take the fresh pork loin filet out of the packaging is that there are these amazing bacon bits on top. I'm actually going to scrape them off and place them into a little bowl here on the side because I need to cut down on the cooking time. I'm actually going to section the filet into smaller pieces and then saute them on my frying pan. And I'm gonna grab a sharp knife and section the filet into smaller pieces. And what I love about Smithfield's marinated fresh pork products is they save me so much time. I just stopped at Walmart on my way home, picked up the pork, picked up some veggies and tortilla wraps, and I'm all set to have a delicious meal at home. And my husband absolutely loves bacon, so I like to add extra into my BLTA wraps for him. So I'm gonna render some sliced bacon in my pan here before we move on to the fresh pork loin filet. And nothing ever beats the aroma and that sizzle of bacon. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna take my bacon out onto a tray lined with paper towels. And I'm going to keep all that fat that's rendered in the pan and add in my pork loin filet. And you wanna fry the pork over medium heat, just browning it really well all over, until the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And to cut down on cooking time, once I have my pork nicely seared, I'm gonna turn down the stove temperature to a medium-low and cover the pan with a lid. This way the pork will cook much faster. I have my pork all done. I'm gonna keep this pan nice and hot and add in the bacon bits. And just fry these up for a few minutes until that bacon is cooked. And while my pork is finishing up on the stovetop, I like to get the rest of my ingredients prepped. I'm going to slice up some large tomatoes. I have some avocado, my favorite sliced cheese, of course some lettuce. You can use any type that you have on hand. And I'm going to make a really delicious and easy ranch spread. And I'm going to slice my tomatoes and avocado just as I would for a sandwich. And the ranch spread I'm going to use inside of my wraps is super easy. Just grab half a cup of your favorite ranch dressing. Doesn't really matter what brand it is. Into that I'm going to add half a teaspoon of smoked paprika and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then just stir that in. And trust me, you guys are going to love the flavor. It's just so creamy, smoky, and garlicky. And time to slice up our pork loin filet. Just grab a sharp knife. I like to cut it a little bit on the diagonal. Guys, this is just so juicy and so aromatic. Absolutely love the aroma from this. So in addition to the marinated fresh pork products that I'm using today, Smithfield has a variety of fresh cuts, and they come in a ton of mouth-watering flavors like roasted garlic and herb, slow smoked mesquite, and slow roasted golden rotisserie. And now for assembling our wraps, you'll want some nice and large tortillas. And what I like to do is actually create like an assembly line. It just makes things so easy. Just lay the tortillas out on your work surface. And we're gonna start with the ranch spread. And then place like a tablespoon or two on just one half of the tortilla. And the trick that I've learned to keep your wraps from getting soggy from the tomatoes is to first line the tortillas with cheese. So it'll help prevent most of that liquid from seeping into the tortilla. And then it's time to add our pork. Add the bacon. And now time for my veggies. I'm gonna load these wraps up with my tomatoes. And add the avocado. And then top that all off with loads of lettuce. And then keeping the ingredients in place, and I like to place the lettuce on top so everything stays in place. You're able to grip it and then give this a tight roll. And then grab a sharp knife to slice them in half. And how good does that look? I love all the bright colors and the veggies on the inside. Just dip it into some of that extra ranch dressing and you're good to go. And now for my favorite part, time to dig in and enjoy. All I could say is, wow, this is definitely by far the best wrap I have ever had. It is just packed with so much incredible flavor. I love the smokiness, the creaminess, just delicious. If I had to eat this for lunch every day, I would not complain. For all the ingredients, just head on down into that video description box, and while you're there, make sure you check out Smithfield's latest giveaway. It is amazing. There's gonna be a grand prize for a trip to Napa Valley, and I absolutely love Napa Valley, one of my favorite places in California, so make sure you check that out and get yourself entered. Also, for more recipe inspiration, check out Smithfield Real Flavor, realfast.com.